Hi guys, how's it going? How y'all doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I am doing my project pan update for the month of April. Can you believe it's April? That sounded very weird coming out of my mouth, but yes, indeed, it is April. And we are here today to do my project pan update, and I'm so excited because last time we updated, I had 0 rollouts, I do believe, and this time I have 4. So if that sounds like something you're interested in today, please keep on watching. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I'm a lover of all things high-end, colorful beauty and self-care. I also work in the beauty industry as a field leader for Ulta Beauty. I get a lot of education in my position. I like to bring you that education here, but ultimately, I'm just out here talking about makeup because I like to talk about makeup, and I am certain that if you're here, you probably also like to talk about makeup. So I know that you will find that this is your happy place as much as it is my happy place, and I hope that you'll want to subscribe before you go. With that said, let's just talk about some makeup, shall we? All right. So we are here to talk about my project pan, and I'm pretty excited and also not excited. Pretty excited because I have 4 rollouts this week. Or this month, and not excited because every single thing in this, for the most part, has gained weight because my scale is so stupid. I need to figure out what's wrong with the scale, and until then, I just don't know if the weights are going to be accurate or no. So hopefully you'll be able to see the difference in the usage based on picture to picture last month to this month, because you can definitely see a difference, but the weights are more. So I just don't get it. With that said, let's roll right into this. I'm super excited to talk to you guys. So we're going to start with the Bite Beauty lipstick, which rolled in January. And so it's been around for the entirety of the process here. And this is what it looks like right now. This isn't a product that I have been using on my lips. It's just not. I just can't. It doesn't necessarily smell horrible, but it also doesn't smell good. Bite Beauty's been out of business for quite some time. You can still get their lip products made for you at their lip lab. You know, you can design your own at their lip lab, but I live nowhere near a lip lab. This definitely wasn't a lip lab lipstick. This is a lipstick that I got, I think, as a gift with purchase at some point in time from a Sephora, sale or something. I love it, but I'm not going to put it on my lips. So I have been using it as a cream blush, which is why it has like a roundedness to it. I've either been, taking it on my cheek itself, on my hand, and then using a brush on my hand, or using a brush on the product itself and then stippling it on my face. What I do have to say is usually when I swatch it on my hand, I put it here, and my hand is really, really broke out right now. So this is old. I know that this is old, and I am going to give it 1 more month. And if I continue to, my face isn't broke out. That's part of the problem. Like, my hands are super sensitive. My skin is sensitive overall. This isn't breaking out my face, but my hand where I am putting this product is really, really broke out. And I don't like rashy, not like broke out, but rashy. And I'm not sure if it's just because I have super dry, sensitive skin, or if it's because of this product. So I'm going to try not putting it on my hand for the rest of this month and still utilizing it, but utilizing the brush over the top of it, and see if my hand gets better. Because if my hand gets better, then I know that it's this. If my hand continues to be dry and scaly and cracky, then I know that it is not this, and I will keep it in my collection. With that said, last month, this product weighed in at 5 grams, and I knew that that was weird, right? So I think that this month's weight is probably actually accurate, and last month's weight was wrong. But this month's weight is also, even a gram more than it was in February, but it is the same as it was when we rolled it in. So this month, this is weighing 8 grams, and last month this weighed 5. So I know that last month was wrong. I think I said that actually in last month's video. I do have, you know, the B-roll, and I do think that you can definitely see a difference. The bee etching on the side of the lipstick is definitely almost gone, whereas even last month there was still quite a prevalent bee on the body of the lipstick, as well as the little like note cards that I have that shows the amount of use this month versus last month. I do think that, you know, give it a couple more months, I could have this lipstick gone. But I am going to give it this month to check on my hand. If my hand is better, then I will be decluttering that at the end of next month. And maybe even calling it an empty, because I did get quite a bit of use out of it, but we will see. We will see. I do think that if this ends up staying in, it will likely take me through the end of June to finish this product off. But that be the case, I will be ever so pleased with myself, because I don't think I've ever emptied a lipstick. Ever. Lip gloss? Yes. Lipstick? I don't think so. I'll have to double check on myself, but I don't think I have. Next, we have the Fresh Sugar Coconut Hydrating Lip Balm. This also rolled in January, and this did have quite a bit of usage in January when I rolled it in. Last month, this was weighing 20 grams. This month, it is weighing 26 grams. I don't know what to say, but I can tell you, and I'm sure that you can see the usage. You can definitely tell I am using the poop out of this. And honestly, I have also been using this to swipe onto my dry, cracked hands, and it's done a really good job here. So I got a new band to my watch because I'm allergic to silicone and latex. And my old band was a silicone band, one of the ones that they normally come with, but it eats away at my skin. I'm sure that you guys can see this dot here. It's also on the other side right here. And that might be part of the reason why my hand feels the way it does. But like here, I think that you guys can see that, hopefully. Here where it's all kinds of like broke out, and then around, it's all the way around, right? I have been using this on that area, and it's done a really good job of healing it. So the reason why I started using this to put on my hand there is because of the rash that my watch was causing, like it was cracked and bleeding. And I know that this is so hydrating on my lips. I love this formula of lip balm. I don't like the Fresh lip balms that are in the stick, but I definitely love this one. This coconut one is my favorite. It smells so good. It smells like coconut. I do think that you can see the difference between this month versus last month. I thought about starting to draw like circles on the outside of the packaging so that we could see not only in representation of the giant pan in it, but also in the pen marks on the back. But I have B-roll showing you. I do think that 26 is probably accurate. I think that my scale had issues last month. That's what I think happened. The next product is going to be the Fenty Kilowatt highlighter, and I just have the one side of the highlighter left. I did empty the other side of this highlighter last year, and it is a very bittersweet empty for me because this is my favorite highlighter. It's the only highlighter I've had in my collection that I have emptied. I do think that maybe a couple more months of use on this and I could have it gone. I might even be able to have it gone at the end of next month because this is very thin, and because it's very thin, it's very fragile. But this is what it is currently looking like. And I know that you guys can see like this whole bottom section here is gone, and that was not the case last month. So I did get quite a bit of use out of it. Like I said, it is thin and fragile. Some of it was like crumbled off. Not a lot of it. Most of it was because of use. I do use it in my inner corner, my brow bone, as a highlight on my face, and I've used it almost every single day this month. I've worn makeup, which I've worn makeup 16 days this month for a total of like 43 days for the year, which doesn't seem like much. It's less than half the days of the year, but I'm also, you know, I do office 2 days a week where I'm not wearing makeup most weekends unless I'm filming. I'm not wearing makeup if I'm not going to a store or going to do something. I'm not going to wear makeup. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but I did wear it 16 times this last month, which I'm tracking total times I wear makeup, not total times I use each product, but I know I use this one every single time I did my makeup in the month of March. This one is the only one that hasn't gained weight month over month. When we rolled it in January, it weighed 58 grams, and all throughout this process, it has weighed 57 grams. So it weighs 57 grams today. It weighed 57 grams last month, and you should also be seeing the B-roll and hopefully seeing the giant, enormous amount of usage that is different month over month. I'm just so excited about it. The other 3 products that I have that are still in this, because reminder, 4 empties, are my 3 pencils. We all knew that I was going to have these pencils in long game, but I do think that we are seeing the very end of this one specifically. And the reason why I say that is because the reason why this one is so short this month is because every time I sharpened it, which was, you know, maybe twice, it broke inside the component, and as I pulled it out of the sharpener, the lead would come out as well. So it is sharpened. I do have a piece of tape here because it is harder than Hades to hold on to and try and sharpen. I think I've got maybe 1 more month in this, potentially 2, before this will be an empty in my measurements. So this is where we're at with this pencil currently. And I do think that you guys can see it is quite a bit smaller than it was when we rolled it in. It is so very tiny, which I'm okay with. Listen, I have, I think, 2 more black pencils in my eyeliner collection. I do think maybe even 1. I kept maybe 3 blacks, 2 browns. I can't remember exactly what it was when I was doing my eyeliner declutter, but I don't really use black eyeliner anymore except for my tight line. There's not really any reason for me to have more than 1 in my eyeliner collection, but because I do use them every single day, I will just barrel through them and just not purchase a black eyeliner anytime soon. So this one will likely be rolled out the end of May, if not sooner. This one was the LA Girl Shockwave liner in blackout, so just black. And then I also have this one, which is brown, and it is the Jante Blue eyeliner in dark brown. And this is where we're at for this one. And I think you can also see in the B-roll, it is also quite a bit smaller than it was when we first rolled it in January. It was quite long, and now I can't, the Jante Blue is still kind of there, but the U on the blue part is now gone. So I think that this one probably has a little bit more lifetime. This one is so much easier to sharpen, and it's not breaking off in the sharpener for sure. And I just really like this brown. It's actually on my waterline today. I really like it as an eyeliner. It works really well. I can tell the difference in how it was when I first brought it into my collection versus now as far as performance goes. It does feel a little bit less smooth in application process, but it still performs quite well, and it's not causing any irritation. And I do sharpen it quite frequently because I do like that sharp line for my eyeliners. So I do know that every time I use it, I'm getting a fresh amount of, or a fresh piece of the lead, if you will. So I'm not worried about it, but I can tell that the formulation of it is changing. The last pencil that I have, and the last thing that was brought in January that is still in here, is this, and this is the Buxom Dolly Danger lip liner. And, you know, I know that you will be able to see the difference in this guy too from B-roll to B-roll, but also just what it looked like at the beginning of this process to what it currently looks like. It's quite a bit of it is gone. I have decluttered every other one of this type of lip pencil in my collection. This at one point in time was my favorite lip pencil. Now I just don't love it. I feel like it does move around quite a bit. It is creamy, but it is too creamy. I kind of like a little bit of a stiffer lip liner, to be honest. I have also been using this, like I am the use it for what you can use it for kind of person. Like every one of my makeup products is a multifunctioning makeup product. I have also been using this as a blush on my cheeks. So this is like my mauve tone blush, and this is like my red berry tone blush. I love this actually as a blush. It is a very pretty blush. I'm sure I have a powder blush that will be reminiscent of this, but I actually quite love it. And that is why there's so much usage on this lip pencil this month. I think I used it this month alone probably 6 times as a blush. So love this pencil for that purpose, but will be so happy when that leaves my collection. I do think it will probably stay in for a few more months, right? We have this whole amount of pencil left. If I remember correctly, I was able to sharpen the last one clear to about here. So that is still quite a bit of product that I have left in this pencil, and I plan to continue to utilize it for however I can utilize it until it's gone. But we did see quite a bit of usage this month, and now that I know that I love it as a blush, I will use it as a blush. So with that, there are 4 products that we are rolling out, and if you know what consists in my project, what is consistent in my project pan, you should know what those items are. But I'm going to start with this one. This is the Marc Jacobs Lip Gloss in the shade French Tickler. I did roll this in February, and in February it weighed 16 grams. Last month it weighed 16 grams, and I think I have a picture of it empty, still weighing 16 grams, if I remember correctly. I have a picture of it empty, actually weighing 17 grams. So like I said, everything gained weight this month. I don't know what happened, but this is completely empty. Now, I did take the stopper out of this guy, but there is still a little smidge of it down there that I can't exactly get to. I'm not going to dig it out. It is an empty for me, and I am super happy that that is one more gloss out of my collection. I also, as you guys can see, my hairline finished this up this month. I also took the stopper out of this. I think that you guys can see there is like remnants of the product on here, but not enough that can be used honestly as a blush, and I'm not going to use it on my hairline. As a matter of fact, I will be getting my hair done very soon all over again, so I won't need it for the foreseeable future. So I'm really glad I got it used up prior to getting my hair done again, but also I've been utilizing it as my hairline stain, if you will, because I don't want everybody to see all of the crazy grow out that I've got going on because my hair grows way too fast. When I rolled this in, this is, by the way, the Benefit Flora tint. Swatch it for you. It is a really beautiful color, but it is kind of a lot more coral than my hair is, obviously, but it blended really well. It's really like a hot coral, and I really loved it as a blush, not as a lip tint. And this is the color that it would kind of stain your cheeks. It was really quite beautiful. I did not mind it at all on my cheeks, but really, really saw a lot of product usage as a hairline gel. This one, when we rolled it in, weighed 26 grams, and we rolled it last month weighing 23 grams, and this month it weighs 19 grams empty. So really super excited about that empty. And the one that I think I am most proud of is this guy here. This is the Dior Powder No Powder. This rolled in January as well. And I had seen quite a bit of usage on this prior to that January roll-in. It was in my project pan last year. I did see quite a bit of it gone through last year's project pan. And yes, I know that there is still product in the waffle. I'm not digging that product out of the waffle, to be honest. I saw so much use out of this product as a bronzer because it started oxidizing on my skin sometime last year. Instead of being the beautiful powder that it was at the beginning, it just wasn't anymore, and I couldn't stand it as a powder all over my face. So I did start using it as a bronzer. That's how I saw the enormous amount of use on the product over the last probably 8 months. I rolled this in on January 1st. It is in the shade 3N, and it was a partially full product weighing 60 grams. It weighed 56 grams last month, and this month it is weighing 55 grams empty. So really happy to see this one leave my collection as well. Really excited that powder is leaving. I never finish powders, so really excited that powder is leaving. And also really excited about this because this is also leaving. This is the Hourglass Illusion Hyaluronic Skin Tint with sunscreen SPF 15. It is such a beautiful product. I love this and would consider repurchasing it, but I would need a different shade because this one did make me look a little bit like an Oompa Loompa sometimes. This is in the shade Nude, to the extent that I started using my LA Girl Blue mixer with it in order to keep it from turning me orange overall. In addition to that, I have so many right now. I just want to get through some more, but this is like, I don't know, my second foundation empty this year so far, and that is so exciting. Now, granted, I have a ton of foundation that I have been using for years that I haven't emptied. This is one of them, but I think that you can see like there's this amount of usage the first month in and this amount of usage the second month in. I do think I had quite a bit of an air bubble that I hit at some point, but it is completely empty now. This weighed in February when we brought it in 41 grams. Last month it weighed 32 grams. And this month empty, it's weighing 22 grams. So I know 32 grams seems like a hell of a lot to go through, but it was actually only 10 grams of product. And the previous month I used 9. So it's the same amount of usage. So really super happy with this empty. Like I cannot even express how super happy I am with all the empties here. 1 lip gloss, 1 liquid blush, that's insane, 1 foundation, 1 powder, and the foundation and powder are full size. The blush is a travel size and the lip gloss is a mini. Listen, I am super excited about them. So now we get to talk about the things that I'm rolling in to replace those items. And let's start with, I tried to do quasi like for like. Let's start with the foundation. This is my Dior Face and Body. This is also in the shade 3N. I do have it marked. It is very liquidy, so I'm trying not to move it too much. I'm wondering if you guys can see through the bottle at this point. If you can, cool beans, give me a thumbs up. But it is in the light sitting right at that blue line. I do think that I can have this done quite quickly. Actually, I think I will likely have this done by the end of June. So a couple months in, this will be done. This is a product that I use with other foundations. So I will also be incorporating another foundation into it. Except for while I'm in Florida for conference, this will likely be the only product that I bring in terms of a skin tint of some sort. Most days I don't love wearing a foundation. I'm not wearing a foundation today. Such a beautiful product. Really, really thin, really, really decent amount of coverage for a skin tint, to be honest, and it's just so beautiful on the skin. That today, scale being what it is weighing in at 52 grams. I do think that we can have that done in a couple months. The next thing I'm rolling in to replace the lip gloss is another lip gloss. This one is full size. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler in the shade Velvet. And I do believe, looking at just how it sits in the, I think that my line might be actually a little bit further down than it should be, but I don't know, because I did use this today. It is what's on my lips. I was using it before I went to work as well. And while I was in store, I did reapply it a couple times. So it has moved in the container a couple times. I do think that this is likely where it is sitting. Best guess today, it is weighing in at 32 grams. Beans is that it takes me about, 2 months to get through a mini, and this is only about halfway full. I do think that this will likely take me about the same amount of time as it typically takes me to get through a mini. I'm not 100% sure how much product this has in it, but I mean, lip gloss is an easy peasy product for me. And all of these products are listed on my planned pan for 2024. So I am determined to get these done. The next one I'm bringing in to replace this blush is this blush. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Peachgasm. So this is one of her like shimmery blushes, right? This one is just a mini. It's just a mini size. Truly, I think this is honestly really all you need as it pertains to her Beauty Light wands. I think that you really don't need more than that. So this is the shade of it. I am not 100% sold on the highlighter as a blush game, but I do have a powder blush in my collection right now that is part of my decapanning process by Odin's Eye that is similar shade to this, similar idea to this as well. It is a shade that is kind of highlighty, but also like really pretty and coral. I do think that I'll get a lot of use out of this in the summer, or as we swing from spring to summer. I do think I'll get a lot of use out of this. I'm really excited to bring it in. It's just a mini. So imagine me having 2 empty liquid blushes at the end of the year. That would be spectacular in my humble opinion, specifically because creams and liquids go bad quicker. This one did weigh in at 11 grams today as we roll it in. So really super excited to watch this one deplete and leave my collection. And then the last thing we have is this, which is my Makeup by Mario Sculpt Stick. I did have the component break on me, so I put it into 2 different components. This one being the Becca like eye balm that was what it was once upon a time. This is where we're at right now, and you guys can see there is a huge pan in this product. I have just been using it and using it and using it some more, not really thinking about the usage on it, just using it. And I actually quite love it on my skin. I love the tone of it. I love it for a contour stick. I love using it as contour and bronzer. It's just really, really pretty. It's not on my skin today, to be honest, but I have used it almost every single day over the last month, and it's a really easy product to use. It just blends so very easy. This did weigh in at 38 grams today as we're rolling this in. So again, really super excited to see that get depleted and leave my collection. And I do think that that will likely take me through the end of June as well. So we have a couple of products in here that I think will take us, a quasi long time. We'll see how long these take. And then we have, some of the products left over that I think likely the next rollout, we might have this rolling out next month. Maybe this also might roll out next month. And then there is potential that this would also roll out next month. And this one will as well if I notice a difference in my hand. But for the most part, I think that the rest of what we have will likely take us through June, and that will be exciting. So Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Are you doing your project pan as well? If you are, please let me know. I would love to come and support your channel. I love watching project pans. It's just so much fun. And to watch everybody's progress in what they're working on is also fun. And to see the excitement as they watch the depletion of the product is also just so fun. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I appreciate you spending moments of your time with me. I hope that you all did enjoy the video. I hope that if you did, you're considering giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Before you go, I would love to welcome you into my YouTube fam. And I hope that you guys leave me a comment down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit me up down there. I appreciate all the comments that you guys send my way. But, you know, just be nice, people. It's not that hard to be nice to people. I'm just going to say that. I've gotten quite a few like just really rude comments lately, and I'm like, okay, some of them are, you know, whatever, and some of them are just so horrid that they ended up flagging and didn't show up in my comments section, and it's not hard to be nice. So just be nice. With that said, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you and yours are well. I hope that you are all healthy, safe, and getting along as best you can. I hope that you are enjoying the warming up of your weather. Hopefully it's doing the same for you as it is for me, even though I'm in a sweater. Still, it's still cold. It's still cold here in Western Washington, so there's that. I hope that you are all loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye, friends.